when you're looking for a market to do something, and in many cases break out because it's moving in one direction. So let me pause it. When you're looking for a market to break out, so it comes off like this, and it's leaving this area of these consolidation lows. And so then it's setting up, and you're like, well, is this weakness going to continue? The market's weak, the market's on its way down, and you're trying to time either getting into a short or maybe covering a short or disqualifying a long or all the above. But what you're trying to do is not sell it too early if you're looking to get short, because there's nothing worse than being right and losing money. And if you get short too early or too late, but especially too early, you get stopped out, you lost money, and the market goes down just like you thought it was going to. So you got to have timing, not just opinion, attached to a good trading strategy. So if you look at what we look at, it looks like there's a lot going on, but there's really not. This is just more shorts than longs, and we also have that delivered in this what we call laser. So if it's red, the market in the last 2 minutes have more people that are short than long. That's not conducive for downside. So when I play it, you could see it even gets more short than long, and the market pops. And it's like that was at least a place not to get short too early. Now, something funny happens. After it pops, it flips, and you see these two numbers. This number shrinks and gets below that number, which turns our laser from red to green. Now it's conducive for downside because there are more longs than shorts. You want people stuck the wrong way. That's really, really helpful for a price to go lower, is when too many people are stuck the wrong way, and then they have to chase. So after you're long, you're a seller. Too many longs, too many sellers. Too many sellers are always necessary for the price of anything to go down. And you see this laser shrink, 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 finally go green. Finally, you get this number to flip from more shorts to more longs. And the rest was a little easier to predict. The timing of breaking out and heading south was you had the order flow, set up. And so, of course, then we go lower and we stay lower. But the bottom line is timing with any of your trades. And then if I fast forward this, you could see, and I was telling people, hey, there's a flip, there's a near-term bottom here at 53, because you got all these sell pulses and it gets above it. And our laser goes green to red. So that's a place to cover a short, or maybe qualify along if you're bullish and this 53 area is a level you were looking to be used as support. You're starting to qualify it. If you're not qualifying your trades, then you're going to have poor timing. And the market rallies into, I think I stopped the recording, but it rallied into a certain area that was overhead resistance. And I think it was actually into where most of the volume on this white line was distributed. And then it paused for a second and then continued its downside. So again, just to recap, if you don't get ready and you don't aim and then you don't fire, you don't have that progression. You're going to be firing before you aim. You're going to be aiming before you even hold a weapon. And so you have to have a quick progression, or a progression nonetheless. I can't tell you how many times I hear people that just take shots, and it's because they don't have a progression or a healthy step one, or a healthy ability to create a opinion with a probability. So then they're just taking shots. They're just focused on triggers, and they're wasting ammunition. So every strategy needs to have a progression. Every progression is essentially a result of breaking down trading. And so if this is trading and you're not breaking it down into pieces and then understanding the pieces to put it back together, then you're just always going to be learning from a general standpoint. And you're going to be too general, and you're going to focus and think, well, all I need are good levels. Nope. Well, all I need is the ability to have the right opinion. Nope. And you start chasing your tail and you go down a bunch of rabbit holes. Everything that anybody ever learns is a result of breaking down that skill or that task into pieces to develop skills, put them back together. And I can give you analogy after analogy of where that exists. So think about whatever it was for people listening to this video, live or in the future. Think about a skill in a career you're coming from. I guarantee it was broken down in order for you to learn it. There's a lot of pilots that have career crossovers into trading. By far, the number one career people come from with trading accounts. And I bring that up because to learn to fly, you break the heck out of everything, right? And you put everything back together, hopefully.